If you've been struggling to lose fat, you're tired of extreme diets, and you're seeing slow results, listen up. Because in the next few minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can lose 15 pounds in the next 90 days without endless hours of cardio, without starving yourself, and without giving up your favorite foods. Let's get into it. So, if you think about it logically, 15 pounds. It's simple, but so many people struggle with it because it takes consistency. It takes having a big why. Why do you want to lose these 15 pounds? Because if you just have an average answer, oh, I want to lose 15 pounds because I want to lose 15 pounds, it's never going to happen. And you're going to get the same results, and you're going to end up watching this video all over again. My goal is for you to watch this video once and to take action immediately. So, what do you have to get rid of in your mind to stop thinking this way? So the biggest fat loss mistake is, number one, people think they need to be on extreme calorie deficits. You don't need to be losing or eating less than, you don't need to be eating 1,000 calories less than your maintenance. Figure out what your maintenance calorie is and subtract 300 to 500 calories from that. Why? Because otherwise you risk losing muscle mass, and you also risk dropping down your testosterone. And if you're a man, you know exactly how important testosterone is in A, your life, and B, with your muscles and your physique and your overall performance drive, mood, and attitude towards life. Next is you're over-relying on cardio. You can't be over-relying on cardio because this is just going to spike your hunger hormone. Not hunger hormone, sorry, but your hunger. The more energy you exert, the more you're going to want to refeed yourself. If you have a strong mind, if you have self-discipline, sure, do hours of cardio and speed up your process. That's like David Goggins style. 3 to 5 hours of cardio, he just loses everything in 1 month. Not everybody's David Goggins. So what you want to do instead is prioritize 10 to 30 minutes of cardio. This will allow your body to be burning an extra 150 to 300 calories, but you're not going to overstimulate your energy and rely on eating more food because you're so hungry now because you just expended all your energy. There's a reason Michael Phelps eats 6,000 to 8,000 calories a day. Even sometimes I've read 12,000 calories. It's because he's constantly swimming, and he doesn't get fat. You're not Michael Phelps. You're somebody who wants to get rid of fat, still do their job, but look and have better energy. Number 3, another fat loss mistake is cutting out all carbs. So many people do this. They think that they're going to cut out all carbs, and then what does it cost them? Well, number 1, usually, at least for me and most people, carbs are people's favorite food, like bread, pasta, pizza, rice. You like to incorporate these things with your meals because A, it makes it taste better, and B, it just fills your satiety and fills you up and releases dopamine. So, the biggest mistake is that you need to get rid of all the carbs. First of all, carbs, if you do 300 grams of rice, for example, versus 300 grams of chicken, guess which one's going to have more calories? The chicken. So eliminating the carbs is just pointless. It makes sense rather to track your calories to actually know what's going inside your body, or just switching to a whole food diet. So, section number 2, the science of fat loss. The truth about calories in versus calories out. This is the real reason why fat loss happens. It's the law of thermodynamics. Why is that so hard to pronounce? It's the law of thermodynamics. And this means that if your body requires 3,000 calories to maintain your total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE for short, it means that your body requires 3,000 calories to survive and maintain its base level functioning mobility. Anything less than this, you're going to start burning fat for energy. Anything more than this, you're going to start putting on more fat and stored later for energy. Our bodies are smart, remember. They like to store and they like to plan for the future, because back in the day, there wasn't a Walmart or Costco you could just walk to when you're hungry, or a grocery store or Uber Eats. These are just privileges, and these are more dopaminogenic apps just to get you hooked, just to get you to spend more money, and just to get you fat and lazy. Let's be honest. If you cooked most of your meals, you wouldn't be fat and lazy. Number 2, the science of fat loss. Why protein is your best friend. You, in order to lose 15 pounds in 90 days, have to be prioritizing protein in all your meals. I don't care what it is. Why? Because protein, it takes longer to digest, so your body is going to use more energy in order to digest the protein. Meaning, carbohydrates are fast digesting carbs, or are fast digesting. It means they're in and they're out like that. So your body doesn't really need to use too much energy or heat to digest and burn them off. But protein, on the other hand, requires a lot more energy and a lot more work from your body. So if you're making your body work, and if we want to do this as lazy as possible, if you're making your body work without you actually having to do any work, you're burning more calories in theory. So including more protein and whole food proteins into your diet will activate your body to work harder for you without you actually having to do anything besides just eat the protein. So, number 2, strength training. The fat burning comes from strength training, but not in the sense that you think, oh, I'm gonna go hit a workout and I'm gonna go burn all my fat. No, you're going to build more muscle, which eventually, after a prolonged period of time, is going to require more energy for your body to feed and just to live. Meaning you're going to burn more calories at rest, because your muscles require more energy and more food, so it will just burn more calories while you're just sitting, while you're sleeping, while you're watching a movie. So it's basically a life hack. If you don't ever want to get fat, or if you don't want to get fat in the future, just put on some muscle and stay active and eat whole foods. Boom. Simple. That's it. All right. So now, how are you going to eat to lose 15 pounds in 90 days? Well, you might be asking yourself, okay, he already told me about high protein. Yeah, I need to be eating more protein, but how is more protein going to help me? In order for you to lose these 15 pounds that you've set for yourself, we both agree you need to be on a calorie deficit. But how does protein help you stay in a calorie deficit? Well, it doesn't necessarily help you stay in a calorie deficit, but it aids in helping you stay in a calorie deficit. Why? Because when you're in a calorie deficit, your body is naturally hungry. It wants to eat up to its maintenance. So what protein will allow for, and paired with fats, is keep you full for longer. So if you fill your diet with mostly carbohydrates, yeah, you're just going to be chasing that next, oh, I'm full, or I'm hungry after an hour. But protein is going to keep you full for 3, 4, 5 hours, allowing your body to actually use the calories and start burning them throughout your body rather than feeding it every hour. And also, now we have to talk about your training. You're going to be wanting to train, obviously, to lose these fat, keep it off, but then also not look fugly when you lose your fat. Because everybody wants to lose fat, but the main reason you want to lose fat is because you want to look lean, you want to look shredded, you want to look good. But you can lose 50 pounds of fat and still look skinny fat. Why? Because you don't have any lean, foundational, mature muscle. So when you cut down, you're just going to be a skinnier fat version of yourself. And I'd argue skinny fat is worse than fat, because I don't know why, but that's just my thought. I don't have a point yet, but maybe in another video I'll have a point. So now that you have all this information, how are you going to directly apply it? You know what not to do. You know why it works. You know what to eat and how to eat, and you know what to train. If you're busy, on the extremely busy side, 2 to 3 times a week, 20 to 30 minutes. If you're less busy, the better, 3 to 7 times a week. Same thing, 20 to 30 minutes or 20 to 40 minutes, no more than 40 minutes, because you're just overtraining at that point, you're just wasting your time. So now let's break it down. 15 pounds, 15 weeks. 15 weeks is roughly 4, 8, 12, 16. 4 months. 3, 6, 9. 90 days if you do it correctly. You can take an extra 4 weeks just to prolong it. If you already have muscle, just to recuperate some of that muscle, or if you want some more muscle, just to build an extra layer of muscle or some extra muscle fibers. So now, if you plan accordingly, you can lose a pound a week. If you have a little bit more fat, and how are you going to lose a pound a week? Well, a pound is roughly 3,500 calories. 500 calories minus subtracted from your maintenance is going to put you at around a pound a week, because 500 times 7 is 35. 3,500 calories is equivalent to 1 pound. At your earlier stages, if you're a little bit fatter, it's okay to bring this up to 6, 7, 800 calories. If you're obese, don't be afraid to bring it to 1,000 calories, because you have a lot of energy that your body can use from. But at the beginning, if you've got a lot of fat, don't be shy to push it to 6, 7, 800 calories. But if you're skinny fat, you want to be almost just below maintenance, maybe 300 calories, to allow yourself to build that muscle, because you're not going to be able to build muscle if you're on an extreme calorie deficit. So, minus 500 calories, weight train. Don't necessarily worry about, well, what do I do? Just track it. Get stronger and add more weight every time you go. Tracking your weight on a scale every single day in the morning, and tracking your workouts, and tracking the amount of steps you do every single day paired with a 500 calorie deficit will put you on the right track, and you will have lost those 15 pounds like you've never believed it. You're gonna look back and be like, wow, this is great. So now, you have 2 options. Do this yourself, or hit the link, and if you would like some help to fast track your journey and skip the, oh, I don't know what to do, and if you need somebody to help you stay accountable, apply to work with me, and I will guarantee you get the results. Stay consistent, train hard, eat right, move more, and you'll be perfectly fine. Now I'm gonna leave you like I always do. Subscribe if you're new, create more than you consume, serve others, love everyone. Peace.